and gentlemen, we are live
with Mr. 501.
What up, though? How y'all feeling, everybody? Good? It's your man, your friend, your family member, the hardest working man on the ground, the most electrifying man, all of social entertainment, and the people's voice himself, Mr. 501. What's good, everybody?
So, Mr. 501, is it okay if we call you that?
Of course.
So, this is like your debuting podcast, right?
Yes, it is. First one out the gate.
So, what advice would you give people who are wanting to get their face or their voice out there through YouTube or podcasting or radio?
Right. Well, what I would say is create an identity. Number two, make sure that the content you're producing is relatable to your personality in real life. If you want to say in front of your family, your friends, or anybody that's going to advance you in your life or anything else, don't do. And finally, make sure that you're having fun doing it. Because if you ain't having fun, why should people have fun?
Of course, you know, if you're like, is this going to be your job? You know, of course, have fun with it. Right. You know, that's kind of common sense.
Exactly.
So that's wonderful advice. So tell us about yourself. Like, why are you doing this? Who is your inspiration?
My inspiration is Martin Luther King Jr. And the reason why I say that is because there's a lot of people.
His birthday is actually coming up, right?
Yes, January 20th, actually. There's a lot of people that will use media as a way to advance themselves, but they'll leave the people, the audience that they're trying to reach behind. And MLK advanced himself by always delivering a message from the people. See, when you take care of people, people will take care of you. And that's why I love MLK so much, because he never forgot the people. And because he never forgot the people, his message still rings true to this day. That's the true power of a media mogul.
Okay, let's give Mr. 501 a round of applause for that. So anyways, Mr. 501, so what would you like to talk about today? What message are you going to give the community?
Right. Well, I've been racking my brain trying to think about this, and I know people are going back to school. So I got some tips for everybody. So the first tip, time management plus discipline equals success. I'm saying again, time management plus discipline equals success. You do not have to be the smartest person in the room. You just have to figure out how you're going to be smart in terms of how hard working you're going to be in the room. I can give a story on time management plus discipline equals success. I was always a good student, but then I dropped down to a 1.0 cumulative GPA academic warrant close to getting kicked out of school. I had to then make it up in my mind. While everyone else did what they wanted to do, I had to do what I needed to do. So the time management part of it was I had to cut some things off, and I had to put some time into some stuff. The discipline was
cut that off.
Yes, you have to. Funny. You have to cut it off. You absolutely do. And the discipline part was, how hard was I going to go? Was I going to do an hour a day on it? Was I going to take 30-minute breaks? How was I going to take the break? Who am I going to talk to? Because you can't tell your business to everybody. And so many more variables. So time management plus discipline equals your success. Second thing, your accomplishments are temporary. Your success is permanent. Say again, your accomplishments are temporary. Your success is permanent. You can have so many accomplishments that's all they know you for. But more people know about stories than just accomplishments.
Dropping a lightning bolt of knowledge on us.
So always remember, if you want to be successful, remember you're creating a story, not moments. Accomplishments are moments. Successes are experiences. Your social capital is built through experience, not how much you share. You never want to be the one sharing so much knowledge that you never go through anything for yourself. Because it's great that you're telling other people's success, but if you can't tell about your own success, then how will you be a success?
I like that.
Just saying.
So, is there anything else you want to share? Any more do's or do nots, or any advice, strategies?
Never get so high in the clouds that you forget that you had to use the ground to get there. I say this often because as you are climbing up the ladder of success, or as you fly from destination to destination, or as you are on the marathon of life, passing the baton, there are people there who love you when you had nothing. And what you don't want to do is love the people that just came into the picture, that never were at the beginning of making the picture. Never forget that. Finally, your gratitude determines your altitude. The highest you can go on an airplane is 30,000 feet in the air. So, if you want your jet to be a private jet, be grateful that you're flying. And always remember, the happier you are and the more that people see that happiness, the higher you'll go. But if you're always complaining, always being negative, never advancing yourself, and you want to fly somewhere, your altitude is not going to be as high, which means you're going to get just one of those just as fly from A to B. You want to be able to fly not just from New York to LA, because anybody can do that flight. You want to be able to do a flight from New York to Australia, because your gift is not just contained within your state. Your gift is as big as you make it, but the less you feel about yourself, the less you'll be able to do for yourself.
Also, let's just take a moment of silence for, the issues that are going on in Australia right now.
Yes, with the fires and everything, absolutely.
Okay, let's just take a 5 second, pause,
The arms of the angel.
Okay, so you're telling students, anybody going to school, you got to have self-motivation and always have self-care.
Oh, absolutely.
And know your self-worth.
Oh, for sure. Like I always say, your education is something that you have to pay for. Your gift was already paid for. Because at the end of the day, everybody who's successful is not successful because of the degrees that they have. Because if that was the case, everybody would be having all the degrees. But they have all the success because they put in work ethic into being a success, not so much put in the work to show off their education.
Okay, is there anything else you would like to tell? Anything you want to talk about? Anything else?
Yes, I would. If you have a story, a video, a photo, or whatever tool that can help somebody and you think I could get out to the people, email your man at BLEE50188@gmail.com. That's BLEE50188@gmail.com. One more time, BLEE50188@gmail.com.
You hear that, everybody? So please email, message Mr. 501, okay? Because who knows? You're open to talk about anything, right?
Oh, for sure.
Exactly. So if it's not PG-13, that don't mean we ain't gonna talk about it, okay?
Just gotta figure out a way to talk about that.
Yeah. So maybe we might talk about Lizzo. We might talk about the adult film industry. It don't matter. The world is what is it? The world is your oyster. Okay. Yes. So come on.
As they say, yes.
So with that, let's give Mr. 501 a round of applause. It was great having him here. A wonderful debut, and he will see you next time.
See y'all.